everybody. First for you at 6 o'clock. Right now, there is no action being taken by the daughter and grandchildren of Tom Benson after a judge ruled he is competent.
Civil District Court Judge Kern Reese says Benson should remain in control of the Saints and Pelicans franchises. We have team coverage tonight from all angles. We begin with reporter Travers Mackel live tonight at 6 from Civil District Court. Travers?
That's right, Scott. The 7-page ruling coming down at about 3 o'clock. In it, Judge Reese used witness testimony as well as excerpts from expert doctors who testified. We know now that this hearing lasted 8 days. It saw 12 witnesses, including 3 doctors, one for Benson, one for the LeBlancs, and an independent doctor from Tennessee who sided with Benson's doctor, finding him competent and sound to run all of his business interests, including the Saints and Pelicans. This all got underway last January when Benson cut his daughter Renee and grandchildren, Ryan and Rita, out of his will and not leaving them as the heirs to the Saints and Pelicans, instead leaving those teams to his current wife, Gail. They then filed this legal motion asking a judge to determine that Tom Benson was incompetent, but he did not do that. Instead, Judge Reese found Benson competent. We caught up with a psychiatrist who told us this is not a surprise ruling.
I think that Judge Reese made a very reasoned decision. I think that he made a very careful decision. But ultimately, it is very difficult in a court of law to prove that someone is incompetent to manage their own affairs. It requires that you demonstrate to a high degree of proof that you are unable to care for yourself and you're unable to make consistently reasoned decisions.
Something else worth pointing out, the judge cited in his ruling testimony from Tom Benson's former nurse. In that testimony, she said he was, in her opinion, of sound mind when he signed a letter last fall, essentially excommunicating his 3 heirs. She said he did it not easily, but he did it of sound mind, and the judge cited that in his ruling. Reporting on your side at Civil District Court, I'm Travers Mackel, WDSU News.
And late this afternoon, Benson's children and grandchildren released a statement saying, quote, "Our clients, Renee Benson and Rita and Ryan LeBlanc, are disappointed the court opted not to appoint a curator and under-curator today to protect their father and grandfather, as well as the teams and businesses. For his sake and that of the fans, customers, and employees, they will continue to take whatever steps are necessary to assure his well-being and that of the Saints, Pelicans, and Benson automobile dealerships."